Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Levis has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Levis to throw off play action. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, and being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens at 11-4 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he will have the Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, the numbers for Smith and Jigba in last week's ball game. 6 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And now it's 12 touchdowns on the season, which tells you he's doing more than his share of great route running and finding ways to get open and putting the ball in the end zone.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Levis sets up to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Here's Levis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Mark Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews hitting double digits yards with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fighting him off. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Titans.
Levis to throw it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1. Play action now. Levis. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's taken in at the 9.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, he never like gets stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
So we've come upon half.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too. Because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. but think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
3rd and short. It's Levis.
Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Working from the gun, here's Levis.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
At the 35-yard line.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot, maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that, and oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now Levis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Titans.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Levis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Jackson.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Will Levis and the offense back out there.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Levis back to throw.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, it's Levis.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, Jackson. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
He has has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described.
And this time he is in.
J.K. Dobbins
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Ravens stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Levis looking to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's Levis.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
Shark's got it left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. They pick up 12 there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Levis from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as